This conference will now be recorded.
I would like to call the May 10th meeting of the Zoning Commission to order. Will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Zabel.
Here.
Ms. Himmeline.
Here.
Mr. Cott.
Here.
Mr. Belinsky.
Here.
Our first item of business is to approve the minutes from our April 12th meeting. Everybody should have received a copy of those. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion in a second. Any additions or corrections to the minutes?
None.
Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Mr. Zabel.
Yes.
Ms. Himmeline.
Yes.
Mr. Cott.
Yes.
Mr. Belinsky.
Yes.
Motion carries. We have no items of old business and one item of new business, which is a zone change request from C4 Professional Business Office to C2 General Commercial for a property located at 4022 North Holland Sylvania Road. Daryl, you want to take us through it?
Sure.
Subject property at 4022 North Holland Sylvania Road consists of a commercially zoned lot measuring just over a half acre. A 1,710 square foot single family dwelling was constructed on the approximate center of the lot in 1964. In 1976, the parcel was rezoned from A4 rural residential to C4 professional/business office in order to convert the dwelling into commercial offices. The building is currently vacant. Another C4 zone multi-tenant office building is to the immediate north of the subject parcel. A commercial strip mall zoned C2 general commercial abuts the subject parcel to the south and east. An assisted living facility, also zoned C2, is to the west on the opposite side of Holland Sylvania Road. The applicant owns and manages a barbecue restaurant and mobile catering business. They currently operate a commissary kitchen in Oregon, Ohio, but wish to relocate to the subject property. Here, food would be prepared and processed for the business, but there would not be a retail or dine-in component to the facility. This proposed use meets the definition of food processing in the Sylvania Township zoning resolution, and as such is only permitted by right in the M2 and M3 zone districts, and allowed through conditional use in the C2 and M1 districts. Therefore, the applicant is requesting a change in zoning from C4 to C2. Should the zone change be approved, the applicant will need to apply for the conditional use from the Sylvania Township Board of Zoning Appeals. The request is compatible with the Sylvania Township Land Use Plan, which advocates general commercial for this area of the township. The land use plan's corresponding zone designations for this recommended use are C1 and C2. The Lucas County Plan Commission Planning Staff recommended approval in its staff report, and at the April 26, 2023 hearing, the Lucas County Plan Commission voted unanimously to recommend approval to the township of the requested zone change to C2 General Commercial. Zoning staff recommends approval of the zone change request from C4 to C2 for the property of 4022 North Holland Sylvania Road for the following 4 reasons. 1, the proposed zone change should not create an unreasonable adverse impact upon the surrounding properties. 2, the proposed zone change is consistent with the purpose, criteria, and standards of the Sylvania Township zoning resolution. 3, the proposed zone change is compatible with the surrounding uses. And 4, the proposed zone change is consistent with the Sylvania Township's land use plan's recommended use. And the applicant is here this evening as well.
Is there anything the applicant wants to add?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Can you do step up to the mic, state name and address?
My name is Trevor Dieter, owner of Deeks Barbecue. I reside at 2058 East Crest Drive, Toledo, Ohio, 43614. The only thing I'd like to really change on that is we can have a conditional thing where there's retail for this group if you want. It's one of the companies. I saw some sad faces. So
I
just
figured you were going to bring your food truck and park it out.
hey, whatever you guys do. To summarize what did a nice job put together already. If you look at that picture, so that's currently a financial practice office building. My business partner listed as the property owner, Timothy Hay, runs that financial practice as a extension of New York Life, and that wouldn't change. So the landscape that's seen from Holland, Sylvania will look just like it is. Behind there, there's a 2.5 car garage that's part of the property, is where we plan to make adjustments to that to suit our needs. So even from like a visual aspect, it's not even going to be really seen. What we do currently, we have 3 retail locations, Maumee, Perrysburg, Rossford, and Oregon, that we operate retail regularly throughout the day, 6 days a week. And then our Oregon store also has a 3,000 square foot kitchen in the back that produces all the meats and sides and dressings and desserts that get shipped out to all of our locations 6 days a week with a refrigerated truck. That location right now is owned by a group out of Troy, Michigan. Weird landlord relationship, hard to get a hold of, and we just get uncomfortable when that is kind of the heartbeat of our business. And so as we expand, we want to look at options to put some of our processing into the location here in Holland, Sylvania. That's basically the gist of the project. To be really transparent, we did have a little bit of a pushback from one of our neighbors, which we've tried to make contact to talk about. We want to have a nice relationship and explain what we're doing. Their concern was that we're going to stink up the town and cause smoke to travel out of Holland, Sylvania and make car crashes and stuff like that. And there's nothing like that that would ever be the case. A lot of engineering goes into venting and stuff like that to ensure that it doesn't interfere with any of our neighbors. And we truly feel that the building that's back there now, the old garage, is like cats and stray animals living in it. And we kind of want to clean everything up and make it look nice and presentable. So that, along with traffic, we do have only 2, sometimes 3 individuals that work in our facility, and that wouldn't change. So we're not talking about a staff of 10 or 20 people and deliveries coming and going and food trucks and stuff like that. More just storage and some processing.
Any questions?
Yeah, did you mention parking?
I just mentioned that there was a concern about parking, and we have 2 to 3 staff that work there. So when people hear like food processing facility, I wanted to make sure it was clear that we're not talking about having a parking lot full of additional cars or cars coming and going. That was all.
How many people in the building?
2 to 3.
2?
To 3, yeah, sometimes 3. Right now, we've operated all of 2022 with 2 staff members, and they produce all the food for our entire operation. We might bring on a 3rd person, but it's.
So the initial plan is going to stay there, and you're just going to work out of the garage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's going to be big enough for you to be doing?
Yeah. So we actually, a little bit about, we used to have this facility on McCord. It was a 3,400 square foot garage. We went through the same process that we're doing here with the Village of Holland to change that area to be acceptable for our operation. We actually found that as we got better and grew, that the space was too much. We learned some efficiencies in equipment to really pare it down to a smaller space to make our operation better. So actually, as we've grown in size with business, we've shrunk down our necessity as far as the operation goes with equipment and different efficiency steps and stuff like that. So.
What neighbor gave you a hard time?
I honestly don't recall the name. It's an insurance and legal practice just to the north of us. Yeah.
Right there.
Oh,
No, it's not like you.
It's a husband and wife.
very close.
I really don't intend to talk any negative about them. I haven't even met them. We really want to educate everybody on what we're doing so that it's not thought that some big food processing facility is going to come in and, make their neighbor area.
You're just going to be competing with the bagel spot.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If you're not aware, Berry Bagels, Central Commissary Kitchen, the same thing that we're talking about, is located right next to us. They feed all their
Almost right back at you.
franchise stores out of there, and as well as retail.
They actually used to be in that building for a while.
Yeah. We actually talked with them. They asked if we would want to sell it. Nothing really happened.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
If there are no other questions, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the request from C4 to C2.
Have a second? Have a second? Any other questions or comments?
Nope.
Hearing none, call the roll, please.
Okay. Mr. Zabel?
Yes.
Ms. Himmelman?
Yes,
Mr. Cott?
Yes.
Mr. Polinsky?
Yes.
motion carries. Good luck with your business.
Thank you, everyone.
Is there anything else, Daryl, that we need to know?
Meeting next month or?
No meeting next month.
I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion to adjourn.
You gotta do something.
Wait.
Mr. Felicity, a second. Call the roll, please.
Mr. Zabel?
Yes.
Ms. Himmelman?
Yes.
Mr. Pat?
Yes.
Mr. Blansky?
Yes.
Motion carries. We will see you sometime, but not next month.
Brought you guys on this beautiful day just for that, huh?